Welcome to Morning Joan, the hottest podcast in town where we dish out all the latest celebrity gossip and news. We've got a lot to talk about, but first up, let's dive into some exciting news from Hollywood power couple Zendaya and Tom Holland. The two have been making headlines lately with their whirlwind romance, and now it seems they've finally tied the knot. That's right, folks, according to sources close to the couple, Tom and Zendaya are officially married. The news doesn't come as a complete surprise, given that the two have been together since 2017 and got engaged over the holidays in 2024. But what is interesting is how they have managed to keep their wedding under wraps, with even their closest friends and family members being tight-lipped about the details. Tom recently made a joke about their marriage during an interview with Wired, saying that Athena, played by Zendaya in the movie The Odyssey, didn't love Odysseus romantically because she's married to him. And when asked which of his co-stars he'd like to take on a Greek holiday with, he replied, "I think probably my wife would be pretty good." Zendaya herself also sparked speculation about their marital status when she was spotted wearing a sparkler on her ring finger. And in a recent appearance on the UK-based Dish podcast, Tom referred to Zendaya as his wife, leaving no doubt that the two are indeed husband and wife. We'll be keeping an eye on this power couple and bringing you all the latest updates on their relationship. But for now, it's clear that Tom and Zendaya are meant to be, and we couldn't be happier for them. We'll be right back with more tea on Morning Joan. Welcome back to Morning Joan. We're diving into the world of celebrity weddings, and I have all the juicy details for you. So let's get started. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's wedding was the event of the season, with over 1,000 guests in attendance at Madison Square Garden. The couple opted for a Christian Dior haute couture design by Jonathan Anderson, marking his first time designing for a world-renowned celebrity. And they both wore custom Christian Louboutin shoes, because why not? Now, I know what you're thinking. Who was on the guest list? Well, it was a star-studded affair, with friends like Selena Gomez, Gigi Hadid, and Ed Sheeran in attendance. But what's really interesting is that Swift and Kelce decided to forego the traditional wedding party. Instead, Swift had her brother Austin as her man of honor, while Kelce tapped his brother Jason to be his best man. And in a surprise move, Adam Sandler officiated the ceremony because, who would not want a comedian marrying them off? Guests have been raving about the intimate feel of the wedding, despite its large scale. George Stephanopoulos even described it as a garden inside the garden. How romantic is that? But what really caught my attention was the strict security measures in place to keep the wedding private. I mean, we're talking secret texts, exclusive guest lists, and more. It's clear that Swift and Kelce wanted to keep their special day under wraps. As we wrap up this segment, I have to wonder, what is next for this power couple? Will they be sharing any adorable honeymoon photos on social media? Only time will tell. Welcome back to Morning Joan. We've got one more story to dive into before we wrap up the show. You might remember Courtney Stodden from her early days as a teen bride, but now she's making headlines for calling out a rather uncomfortable encounter with a Seinfeld star. Apparently, in a resurfaced comedy sketch, Jason Alexander can be seen rubbing his phone on Courtney's breast when she was just 17 years old. Courtney has spoken out about the incident, saying it made her feel uncomfortable and disrespected. It's not the first time we've seen celebrities facing backlash for their past behavior, and it's a reminder that even in the entertainment industry, there are still lessons to be learned about boundaries and respect. Jason Alexander has since apologized for his actions, but it's a good opportunity for us to reflect on why this kind of behavior is never okay. On a separate note, Kelly Osbourne is also making news today as she pays tribute to her late father, Ozzy Osbourne, who passed away last year after a battle with Parkinson's disease. In a heartfelt post, Kelly shared that she still finds herself looking for her dad in everyday moments, and that the ache of missing him is a price she'd pay forever to have had him as her father. It's a bittersweet reminder that grief is a journey we all face at some point, And it's beautiful to see Kelly honoring her father's memory in such a touching way. That's all for today's Morning Joan. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, stay fabulous.